During this session, we will expand on the topics of database functions, first introduced in lesson number 2. We'll be using the sample model that is shown here. As you can see in the model tree window, this part is composed of 7 features: the 3 default datum planes, 2 protrusions named block and round end, and 2 cuts. Pro-E provides an option that allows us to graphically step through the feature creation process. This is done by selecting the pull-down option, Tools, followed by selecting the Model Player option. We'll now enter the number 1 in the feature number area. As you can see, the first feature in the regeneration sequence, which is the right datum plane, is displayed. We'll now click on the Step Forward button in order to see the next feature. As we continue to click on the Step Forward button 2 more times, the base feature of our part, which has been named Block, is displayed. We'll now click the Step Forward button 2 more times, at which point we see that the Top Cut feature is displayed. We'll now click the Feature Info button to investigate the current feature being regenerated. The browser window that now appears contains information specific to the Top Cut feature. For example, notice that its parents are both the block and the round end features. You should also notice that the Top Cut feature has a child, which is the Inside Cut feature. We'll now close the browser window and then again click once more so that the regeneration sequence is complete. After clicking on the Finish button, we'll now select the pull-down option, Info, followed by the Model option. As you can now see, at the top of the browser window, the unit system is displayed, and below that, all of the features in the model are listed. We'll now close the browser window. Our next step will be to use the model tree to get additional parent-child information about the round end feature. We'll start this process by right-clicking on the round end feature, and then select the options Info and then Reference Viewer from the pop-up menus. Notice that the block feature is listed as the parent of the round end. Now we'll click on the down arrow that is located just next to block. We see that 4 surfaces are listed. This is because these 4 surfaces were referenced when the round end feature was created. Let's examine what some of these surfaces were used for. Prior to doing this, we'll change the display type to make it easier to see these surfaces. We'll start by clicking on the first surface, and then we'll right-click and select the options Info, Reference Info. As we can see in the new window, this surface of the block was used as the vertical sketching reference when our round end feature was created. The next line indicates that it was also used as a dimensioning reference. If we repeat this process for the second surface, we see that this second surface was used as the sketching plane.